Welcome to a new video on AlHuTV. Today I'm going to introduce you the Navimow i2 LiDAR Pro. This is the beautiful marrow border we see here. I think it's really cool. It has certain properties. Of course, it's not just the camera that worked really well here, but what I really like is the front wheel we see here. That's why I'm going to show it to you right away. Because it actually has an all-wheel drive here, and this front wheel really steers intentionally. Here's something extra as well. Usually we have the two rear wheels, which always serve as the drive. Or sometimes they move in opposite directions when it takes curves. And here we also have this wheel that turns in and is also driven separately. It really worked great. So honestly, it's a pretty cool system that I was given to try out here. And of course, I tested it accordingly. Of course, with everything I have available here in my garden and how it all looked, you can see here in my video. A lawnmower in this category naturally has completely different features, I have to say, because honestly, it almost works fully automatically here. Everything that comes with it, I think, is pretty cool. And of course, we'll start right from the beginning. That is the complete mapping. Here I have the option, and I think that's cool. I didn't even know about this before. Here I have the option, of course, to set up the robotic mower. Then I tell it I want to map this area. I can do this in different ways, either manually or automatically. Of course, I tested it automatically, as you would expect. And here you just start and tell it where you are standing now. That's a lawn area. And now comes the special part. I can now drive it directly to the second lawn area, which is exactly what I did, even though I have to go through the path here. And then I tell it, at this point, this is the second lawn area. I could do the same with the third lawn area as well. But it's pretty cool because in the end, once I've set up the lawn areas here, if you only have one, of course, you just do it for that one. I have two here, and then basically I say, okay, now you can start mapping. And then it basically drives around the area where it is currently located, mapping it, what we have marked as a lawn area. And then it also automatically goes to the other one, following this path accordingly, and then it maps the second lawn area here. That's pretty cool. I can't do that yet. It does it fully automatically. I really have to say, truly excellent. You can always tell when the mirror robot doesn't brush against the stones here, then it has done a really good job and it looks like new. That shows and also proves how well it has navigated its way through here. That already impressed me a lot. The mapping is then super easy. Later, you just briefly go into the app again. I'll mention that again at the end. There you can still adjust a few things. But as I said, the area itself, you can also separate it afterwards. That's possible here too, but maybe it's different from what you're used to. So with some Miro models, you can't do it at all. There are some where it's really easy. And then there are some where you drive to the point and say, I want to start here. This has the advantage of being much more precise. That's basically what I did here. And then I divided up the lawn area I had here. So, and after the mapping, which I have to say, it almost did fully automatically, then it really gets going right away, and I let it run here so you can get a direct impression of how it systematically proceeds. Basically, it first drives along the lawn edges, and then it starts working on the entire area. You can see here while it's working on this area just how systematically it covers everything. So absolutely reliable navigation, I have to say that. I didn't have any problems at all here in any way with any signal or anything like that. Nothing cut out here because we don't have any boundary wire here, nor do we need RTK or anything like that. The robot can navigate completely autonomously here. And it does this incredibly well with this LiDAR-based navigation. As a result, you get extremely precise mapping, intelligent obstacle detection, and everything else that comes with it is simply included here. What I also really like, and we'll see this again in the app in a moment, is the 3D aspect here. Or rather, the structure of this map, which looks a bit different here. What exactly I mean by that, I'll show you in a moment, because things like bushes and so on are actually displayed a bit. That's also solved pretty coolly. So you can see here how the camera up front is also working in the front area. And it doesn't just do that. It's not only great for navigation, but of course also for obstacle detection. And that brings us, of course, to the next point. I've done a lot of mowing now, did my hedgehog test here, and just left it standing here. Right here in the path, that was no problem at all. It detects it very early. It also stops, so it doesn't get too close, and then turns away from the hedgehog. So that's also exactly how you'd expect it to be. At the same time, I also set up my pole enclosure here to see how it would handle it and whether it would knock over any poles. But here too, it performs exactly as you'd expect, has absolutely no trouble navigating out of here, moves through cleanly and leaves every pole standing. So the navigation here was really excellent. And where this is also reflected again, as I said, is not only in the mowing process itself, but especially when we have passages that are narrower. I can set each passage that I have defined here as its own zone to determine how it should mow. And now pay attention, because I think this is really well done. Based on the length of this section, it determines the best way to go through it. So in the end, which mowing direction it should take there. That means if I have a relatively long direction here, and before that I have a plot that goes in this direction and I separate it here, then it mows this part in that direction and the long section here in this direction. Of course, you can manually adjust this mowing direction afterwards, but it's already smart enough to realize that it makes no sense. Why should I drive back and forth over these short stretches when I can just go lengthwise here? It does that fully automatically with the help of AI. I really like that a lot too. That also speaks in favor of the fully automatic setup here, because you have to hear I didn't adjust anything at all, I have to say, because it really recognized everything here perfectly on its own. I only checked it, and I have to say, everything was just right. Yes, and as I said, it also has to drive through passages, of course, again here in the longitudinal direction. But it had absolutely no problems. It really navigated through here perfectly. It even mowed in this narrow passage. That's not an issue at all. At the same time, I also have a relatively very narrow path here. And it also had no problems at all navigating up here, right to this second mowing area, so to the second lawn area that I have here. And for that, it's absolutely no issue for it here. It drove up here and then simply mowed the second lawn area. When it drives up, you can also clearly see that we have a certain incline here. And here with the old wheel, it was really very, very easy for the robot. And with the i2 LiDAR Pro, it's supposed to be exactly the same. It just doesn't get stuck anywhere, very intelligent here. And what I also really liked is that here I had a bit of a dip in the ground. Of course, it can't fly, but it then reverses a little. Maybe you saw that. It backs up a bit, realigns itself, and then drives back up here. What I find so special about this is that some other robotic mowers would say, now here, it would just say, nope, that's it. I don't want to go any further. It would go into error mode, like I can't get up here or I'm stuck, I don't know. And then that's it for the robot. But that's not the case here, and that's exactly why I deliberately left this part in, so you can really see, hey, it got stuck, but it backs up, realigns itself, and just drives up the slope here. And that's what we want, to have a second or even a third attempt to say, hey, something's not right, I got stuck somewhere, I'll try going up again. That's exactly what I have in mind. If I go on vacation, the robot shouldn't get stuck right away. Here I have a second attempt, now I've made it up, and not immediately he goes on vacation and it's already gotten stuck again. Super cool, really. That's a very clever solution, I have to say. And of course, everything else that's included here is also fully automatic. The mower deck can also be automatically lowered and raised here. We'll take another look at all of that in the app in a moment. But I think you can see very clearly from the images, which I'll show again here, how the robot operates, how intelligent it is. Above all, how good it looks. That's another plus. Does it really have a name here? Is there a brand behind it? Is it now also a distribution partner? As I said, you can find it at Obi as well as at Hornbach, Bauhaus and TUM. In the end, it's already available everywhere. And that also shows that others want to distribute it as well. It makes sense too, because I have to say, it's truly a top-notch device. So I've been praising it a lot now. Now I still want to show you the app, because there are quite a few settings you can adjust if you want. Also super convenient right from your sofa, but I'll just show you now, because here we can also adjust various settings for each zone individually. As I said, you can also set the mowing height and so on separately. I'll show you that now. So let's take a look at the app together, and you can see right here, this image, the one with all the bushes, which I mentioned to you at the beginning, and the lawn area that it has detected here. And the more often it runs, the more detailed everything becomes. I think that's pretty cool too. And you can see where it has been. And above all, you can see where it has mowed, because I stopped it here once. I did some testing here and there, and sometimes you just stop it. You can let it continue from exactly that spot, but you can also reset it. If I go to mow here, I could now select zone 3 and then delete the progress. Then it starts again from the beginning, or you can continue where it left off. Yes, and as I said, you can select the individual zones and then you can get started right away. Or you can do the entire area and mow the whole surface accordingly. Yeah, that's actually pretty easy, looks cool. And if I now go further into the settings, of course, you can adjust everything you want. And before I continue there, actually, yes, it was in here. We'll get to that in a moment. I wanted to tell you the height now. Here we can set a working height between 20 and 70 millimeters. That's what I was just looking for, but here it is. You can set the working mode here, precise mowing, efficient mowing, general cutting height. Here are the 20 to 70 millimeters I just mentioned. We have a mowing schedule here. So you could say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know how it is. That's nothing special now. Mowing the lawn at night, I can't recommend it to you. It also says here the check mark is automatically off. I wouldn't do it just because of the animals alone. Check mowing reports. We can look at the camera here. We can adjust the weather settings here. We can turn on rain, snow, and so on. I would leave rain enabled for now. Everything else doesn't really matter to me because in winter with frost and so on, it goes into the shed anyway at that point. Then you can also activate a few things here, like the traction control system. I didn't need it now. Still, the slope where I drive up a bit wasn't a problem either. There are lap conditions. Here I can also adjust the approach to the lawn can a bit, get a little closer. I'll be honest here, with the lawn can, there's always something left standing. And even if it's just a small gap that's left and the grass grows up here, I still have to go around the edge once with the lawnmower. And honestly, whether I have to remove a strip here or a strip there, mow it. Personally, it doesn't bother me. The whole job is basically already done. Driving once around the property is honestly the least of my worries. But you can adjust it. For those who pay attention and want it cut very close, or even have the option, not like me since I have stones on the side, but really if you can drive out a bit further here, for them, of course, you can do it a bit better. But of course, it always depends a bit on the garden. Yes, and as I said, the robotic mower has everything you need. Super intelligent, yes. From the setup to the mowing mechanism or mowing direction and so on, it thinks of everything. So a pretty cool and intelligent robotic mower of the next generation, I have to say. It really impressed me in a positive way. And it's definitely fun to work with it. Above all, it's always fun when something works, doesn't get stuck, and you don't get frustrated. And then you're always personally very satisfied with it. And I have to say, for me, it also navigated perfectly through the narrow passages. It's really fun to test something like this. So really top notch. And I can only recommend it. I hope I was able to give you some insight because it's just so simple. I also think that everything included here is just super, super well made. That's another bonus on top. Well, that's it from my side. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Otherwise, you'll find everything about the product down below in the description. Everything is linked there again. You can check everything out again at your leisure, read through it yourselves. Maybe there's one thing or another that I might have left as an open question here. As I said, you can leave a comment or read up on it. But I hope that I've included everything and was able to help you get an idea of how great this robotic lawnmower really is with my pictures and also with my time lapse of the mowing process and everything else. That's it from my side and see you next time on AlHuTV.